Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking love and marriage Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged and in my personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal, you guys. So, I need to break down this scene between Mel, Nell, Destiny, and Sunny and Shanita that took place, you guys. I don't know if you've seen it floating around on social media, but we need to talk about it. So, Destiny, just to recap, who was not invited by Mel. This was Mel's girls' trip. Destiny was not invited. And Tisha thought she could be messy and invite Destiny. Whether Mel did or didn't know, it is up for debate. But Mel had the wherewithal to sense that some type of ambush was coming. And she decided to invite Shanita and Lauren anyways, right? Because she was going to try to neutralize whatever type of ambush was happening because she's gotten wind of other ambush attempts, right? So we get to this scene at the end of the trip where essentially after everybody is giving Mel compliments for a great trip and all of these things, and like I said in a previous video, Destiny had this stank look on her face. Destiny herself, you guys, again, who was not invited on this trip, decides to bring up SUNNi, you guys, and decides to come for the girls on the group, saying that today I had to listen to Mel ask my friends, Nell Fletcher ask my friends about SUNNi having children with my ex. And I think as a woman, as a female, you guys should know that that's a difficult conversation to have in front of someone like me. So that was just low on all of your parts. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? So Mel, for whatever reason, it was completely unnecessary. She's like, Mel was like, well, behalf on the whole group, I apologize because I didn't think that that was anything that any of us wanted to do. And then Nell was like, you know, Destiny, that was no dig at you. I promise it wasn't like that. And then Destiny's like, well, as a woman, you got to think first, like, and as my friend. And Nell is like, well, here's the thing. None of us always think first. And Destiny's like, well, that's true, and all this and that. And then Nell's like, you know, I apologize. We all make mistakes. And Destiny's like, I receive it. And Nell's like, listen, I don't like when everyone is not getting along. It's awkward. It's supposed to be a fun girls' trip. And SUNNi is here. And so she's like, I still love you or whatever. And Mel's like, I think we're all just talking about children and kids naturally became a question because isn't everyone else there a mother? But the good thing is, you know, Nell apologized. Mel's like, listen, I heard Destiny say that she receives it and that this is another thing we can scratch off the list, right? This is another boundary that we can move forward, right? But then SUNNi comes in, you guys, because SUNNi sees that this is phony. She sees through the nonsense. She sees this is completely phony, and SUNNi's like, listen, if certain people can acknowledge that certain people have been betrayed or that certain things that have happened, that you can really move past it. But if we keep staying in denial, that is the hard part. And I think SUNNi is talking about the fakery and the fake conversations and the ambush attempts against Mel and all of this stuff. But now all of a sudden everybody's trying to be in her face and be complimentary as if they were not a part of the ambush, right? But for some reason, Destiny wanted to make the betrayal about herself. And Destiny's like, that's funny that you use the word betrayal because you denied that for a very long time. And SUNNi was like, but I wasn't your friend, so I don't feel like I ever betrayed you. And then Destiny's like, well, this is why when you give me an apology, you give me that energy that means nothing. And SUNNi was like, but I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Mel. And Destiny's like, well, I'm addressing what you just said. So you basically, SUNNi's telling you, Destiny, that she's addressing Mel about a separate conversation, a separate topic, but you inserted yourself and made it about you and SUNNi and Moses. And so, and then SUNNi's like, you know, what energy did I give you? And Destiny's like, well, what you just gave me was real stank. And SUNNi's like, really? Was it? And Mel was like, well, yeah, it kind of was.
And SUNNi was like, really? It was steak? And, you know, she was like, well, Mel, Mel's like, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was, you know, you had some little facial expressions going on that you respond. And so then these production people who are desperate to make Destiny happen rewind the tape of SUNNi giving some dirty looks to Destiny. But again, Destiny and SUNNi don't like each other, so it doesn't matter. and so then Destiny's like, well, yeah, there's been moments on this entire trip that you've been giving me that same energy, and now you're giving it to me. And then Shanita jumps in, and she's like, well, I think these dirty looks, I think this can go both ways. And so then Destiny checks Shanita, and she's like, listen, you need to give me a moment to speak, Shanita. And I understand that you have a perspective and you have an outlook on the situation, coming in from the outside, looking in. But right now, this is me and her right now. And then Shanita starts laughing because I know she wants to cuss out Destiny bad. And so then after that whole exchange, you know, Destiny now is on this moral compass, like, I didn't betray you, I didn't sleep with your man, I didn't do any of these things to you. And then SUNNi was like, well, I didn't sleep with your man either, I slept with your ex. Not your man at the time, so let's be clear. And then Destiny's like, well, it is clear. And then another thing, just own it. And SUNNi's like, listen, I've been apologizing to you up and down all around this trip, and I apologized again sincerely last night, and I left it there. I thought we were done with this. I didn't say anything after that. I didn't even talk to you. Since then, I've been nothing but cordial to you ever since then. And so then Destiny's like, well, you just can't expect me to be on this trip and be kumbaya, because it ain't like that. And SUNNi's like, I didn't say you had to be like that. I'm just saying I did what I needed to do, and I apologize to you, whether you received that or in time or not. And then Destiny cuts her off. She's like, well, I don't receive it because it's too little too late. And I'm just like, really, Destiny, this is like if this is not people in glass houses throwing stones, I don't know what is. And so Destiny's like, well, we can just dead this conversation. And so then Mel wraps it up because she's over this. She's like, listen, this is done. This is great. And SUNNi's like, great. And then I think Mel gets up and leaves the table because she's done with these people. And so then Nell's confessional's like, well, SUNNi has apologized 1,000,000 times to Destiny, right? And she feels like there was maybe at least one apology that seemed sincere, but the rest was kind of like, I'm just apologizing because I'm just sick of the BS. And so she says she doesn't know where Destiny and SUNNi stand now, and frankly, she doesn't care. So here's my commentary on this whole nonsense of a scene. Like I keep saying, Destiny, number one, you were not invited on this trip. Number two, you specifically came on this trip to ambush Mel with the Martell and respectful cheating with the mistress nonsense. You wanted to come at Mel for, again, trying to deny you and Martell have anything going on, even though Martell tells anyone who will listen that you guys pillow talk and that your son-in-law looks just like him. And you think people aren't going to try to put two and two together, that something inappropriate has or hasn't happened. And then you want to hang out with Martell's mistress and post videos on social media with Mel's kids and the mistress. And you think Mel's going to talk to you after 2.5 years. And then you're talking spicy about Mama Van. You're saying Mama Van pimps out her daughter. And then you're cussing out Mama Van at a kid's sporting event. You're just being real stank, real disrespectful. And then you want to jump in as well on the pile-on of Stormy's issue with the warehouse incident and trying to make the millimeters an issue. And then you want to jump in and all these things on the pile-on on whether or not something went down with, Trish and Martell while married to Mel, as if this is supposed to, again, hurt and humiliate and embarrass Mel. So you did not come on this trip, Destiny, with any good intentions, with any goodwill. You wanted to stick it to Mel, and Tisha even confirmed in her debrief with Marceau about the trip that basically a lot of things that she's regurgitating about Mel are coming directly from Destiny gossiping about Mel 24/7. And as for the SUNNi situation, we would not know about SUNNi and Moses and the fact that she was your producer and all this other nonsense had you not go on the Dear Future Wifey podcast and bring that to everybody's attention and set up this entire storyline for yourself to engineer yourself to come back on the show per Carlos King. Because up until this point, everything was in negotiations, and it was basically your drama with Mel and this storyline with SUNNi and Moses that was when you agreed to sign on the dotted line, Destiny. So you knew that essentially you were not invited on this trip. You had intentions of coming on this trip to F with Mel and be on the defense team of Martell Holt and try to make Martell Holt look good. And knowing that Mel was crying to you about how Martell is trifling, how he's cheated on her, the struggles and the stress of going through a divorce and all these things. And this is the thanks that Mel gets, right? And then furthermore, you want to play victim about now bringing up SUNNi having kids or wanting kids or whatever. But here is the thing. If SUNNi does not consider you a friend, Destiny, all of this back and forth means nothing. And again, please tell me without telling me that you're still in love with Moses and that you thought you were going to be the one who was going to be Moses' wife. You thought the one that you and him were going to have the kids, name law, name justice, name court, name attorney, name all these things, right? Dealing with the law, paralegal, maybe. I mean, make it make sense, Destiny, as to why you care so much. And then, after all of it anyways, you don't even care about receiving anything from SUNNi because you said it's too late, but yet it's going on 3 years that you were not in communication with Mel, and just the other episode, you were all sucking up to Mel and begging Mel to forgive you and giving her a million apologies so that you could be on Mel's good side. But that quickly fizzled because you cannot pretend to be fake for any reason. And you thought that there was going to be this big gang up on Mel, this big ambush on Mel, led by you and Stormy and Tisha and Trish, and it completely and utterly flopped, you guys. It completely and utterly flopped. And this storyline with Destiny and Moses is flopping as well because, again, we don't care. And all this is coming up. All of the negative comments are basically, listen, Destiny, you're the one that looks stank. You're the one who looks like you cannot move on from anything. You're the one who looks like you haven't healed. And what I don't understand is why you have so much energy for this, but zero energy for your ex-husband. Unless what the people are saying is true, that you never loved your ex-husband, that you never liked your ex-husband, but it was just beneficial. He was just the one that actually proposed to you. He was the one who actually wanted to marry you, and you wanted his lifestyle. You wanted his money. You wanted his veteran benefits, but you never loved him. That's what the people are saying, because I don't understand how you can just not mention LeBaric at all through all of this and want to romanticize this Moses thing as if you and Moses have been married for the past 20 years. Y'all have 2.4 kids and the white picket fence, and then SUNNi just came in and was a homewrecker and completely blew up the spot. No. We barely even knew about Moses' existence because he couldn't film on the show because he was on probation. People had to, your own fan page, Destiny, had to promote you and Moses. And then for you to discuss it or whatever. But again, we didn't care. And if you really are this desperate for a check and this alleged minimum $300 an episode, Destiny, it's just not a good look all the way around. There is no amount of money, and this is crumbs in comparison, to even have the audacity to come back on a reality show for the sole purpose to be pressed over an ex-entanglement that is currently sitting in prison, that has been a long-term, convicted felon and is in and out in prison for several years. So please make it make sense to me on why I should care. Because I don't. I don't care about any of this. All of this is foolish. And who comes on a girls' trip to start drama? Who comes on a girls' trip to just be stank the whole time because you don't like the host? You're cool with the host's ex-husband, cheating ex-husband that just was convicted and arrested for revenge P and DV harassment communications in the 3rd degree, and you're taking up for him and you're BFFs with his mistress now. And then you wanted to also utilize the trip to have a go at SUNNi. And it's like, read the room, Destiny. All of this desperation just to be back on reality TV, and it is not working for you. So no, don't blame the fans. Don't say people are jealous of you. No. You are embarrassing yourself all on your own, on behalf of this Moses nonsense. And it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It was supposed to be a pleasantries, but it's you that continues to bring up SUNNi. And it's you that is trying to make the girls in the group choose between you and SUNNi. It's you, Destiny, that needs to move on. It's you, Destiny, that needs to take accountability. It is you, Destiny, that needs to give genuine apologies for ruining the tone of the trip, being one of the people ruining the tone of the trip with your negative energy. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.